So there are things that nobody taught us as men, things we were supposed to figure out on our own. And for a lot of us, that lack of guidance is exactly why we're not where we know we should be. And I want to talk about that today just a little bit. I want to explain some things to you guys, right? So I've been doing personal development and self improvement for a long time since I left home for the military back in 2016. And here's something I'll be honest about. I never really had someone I looked up to 100%. I had people I could pull pieces from. I like that about this person, respected that about that person, but nobody I could point to and say that's the man I want to be. So, like most, I had to figure it out, myself. I had to ask myself hard questions. What do I value? What do I stand for? What do I respect? Who do I actually want to become? And I had to essentially build myself from the answers to those questions. And I mean, it wasn't easy, of course. It took some routes that slowed me down. There are opportunities I passed on that I wish I hadn't, right? But here's what I found through my entire journey and process, and the thing that changed everything for me, right? The root of everything was my identity, my belief system about life and about myself. That was the biggest thing I uncovered through seeking knowledge, wisdom, awareness, and understanding. My beliefs about who I was, what I deserved, what I was capable of. Those were the things running everything underneath the surface. And so when I fixed that, when I actually, addressed the root, everything started to fall in place. Of course, not all at once, but it started moving because now the foundation matched the life that I was trying to build. And so I can look back now and understand everything I went through brought me to this, to doing what I'm doing right now. And what I'm doing right now is my passion. Helping men win, helping men become the version of themselves they already know they're capable of being, right? And, because I've been an asset to people my whole life. You can ask anybody who knows me personally. I've always been a resource, always had the knowledge, the understanding, the perspective. I've always been the person people came to when they, needed real guidance. And that's not me being arrogant. That's just realizing who I am, and that's what I was built for because I'm good at it, right? Here's what I see out here right now. And I'm gonna just keep it so honest. I don't beat around the bush, sugarcoat, none of that. We don't have enough men teaching the real stuff, you know? Like everybody can tell you how to make money. Everybody can tell you what to invest in, what business to start, what side hustle to run. And that's good. I'm not knocking it because I learned from those things too. But the truth is, you cannot go make money if your belief system and your perspective about life are broken. You just can't. You can't get in shape when your relationship with yourself is off. You can't build anything when the foundation underneath you is weak because the tactics don't matter if the man running them isn't built right. And nobody really talks about that. Nobody really, knows how to get to the root. But to be honest with you, most people don't even realize that it goes this deep. So that's the gap that I'm here to fill, right? So let me break something down to you that most people get wrong. Everybody talks about being consistent, but here's the thing. We all wake up and brush our teeth every morning. That's consistent. Consistency just means you keep doing something. But if you consistently doing the wrong thing in the wrong way, consistency, well, it's going to take you nowhere. What you actually need is persistence. Persistence is different. Okay. Persistence is the ability to keep pushing forward in spite of opposition, in spite of failure, setback, adversity, challenge. You keep moving. That's a completely different level of mentality. But above even that, you need to be constantly seeking higher levels of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Because without that, you can be persistent for years and still not get the results you're actually looking for. You'd be working hard in the wrong direction and not even know it. And I've seen plenty of people do this. A man who is always growing in awareness and wisdom and in understanding, that man will always find his way. He'll always be guided. He'll always be an asset to himself and to everyone around him. And that is what I build inside of his optimized private advisory. Okay. His optimized exists because most men are out here trying to build something and nobody ever gave them the real foundation to build it on. This is where that changes, right? So This is how I operate, okay? If you want to work with me directly, private advisory, one-on-one, structured and built around your specific situation, the application link is in the description of this video or the description of my channel. Spots are limited and every application is reviewed by me personally. But if you feel like you're not ready for that yet, the optimal community is where we build the foundation together every single day, right? Either way, I know and you found this video for a reason. So do with that what you want. I'll see you in the next one.